Uh, Geography Marathon 4. Rice crop requires an average temperature of 16 to 32 degrees centigrade. Gram can be best grown in black soil. Black soil. Wheat is the staple food crop of North. In this method of cultivation, the seeds are dropped at regular interval in furrows made by the farmers with the help of plow or dribber. It is dibbling. In this method of cultivation, the seeds are dibbling, dibbling, dibbling. Method of cultivation, the seeds are dropped at regular interval in furrows made by the farmers with the help of a plow or dibber. It is called dibbling. Disease damage the rice crop and can reduce yield. The most common diseases are stem rot. Rice crop requires an average rainfall of 150 to 200 centimeter. Largest producer of জোয়ার সম্ভবত পাঞ্জাব হবে হ্যাঁ largest producer of জোয়ার মহারাষ্ট্র Millets require temperature ranging 26 degrees centigrade to 33 degrees centigrade. Largest producer of জোয়ার মহারাষ্ট্র লিখেছে জানি না এগুলো আমি হলে সব উল্টো লিখে দিতাম গুজরাট লার্জেস্ট প্রডিউসার অফ কটন জীবনেও লিখতাম না লার্জেস্ট প্রডিউসার অফ জোয়ার বাজরা এই টাইপের জিনিস মানেই লিখে দিতাম পাঞ্জাব লিখছে মহারাষ্ট্র মিলেটস হ্যাঁ millets require temperature ranging from 26 to 33 degrees centigrade. Wheat grows well in alluvial soil. The crop is hardy and drought resistant. K millets. Millets হচ্ছে drought resistant hardy crop. ভাব বা drought resistant hardy crop কখনো millet হয়? Acha, what do you understand by the term cereal? Cereals are plants. What do you understand by the term cereal? Cereals are plants that are grown for their edible grain, which is used as food for humans and animals. Some examples of cereals include wheat, rice, maize, barley. Cereals form the staple food for a large portion of population worldwide. Name the different methods of sowing rice. Broadcasting, dibbling, drilling, transplantation, Japanese method of cultivation. Broadcasting, dibbling, drilling, uh, transplantation, Japanese method of cultivation. Next, which is the best method of growing rice? Japanese method of cultivation is the best method of growing rice as it ensures 3 times higher yield and less wastage of seeds. What kind of soil is best suited for growing rice? Deep, fertile, clay, or friable loam and black lava soil are best suited for growing rice because of their high water holding capacity. Name the leading producer of rice in India, West Bengal. Name a state in India where rice is grown as a non-fruit crop. Punjab is one state where rice is grown as non-fruit crop. রাইস নন ফুড ক্রপ হিসেবে গ্রহণ হয় পাঞ্জাবে কারণ ওখানে হুইট মেইনলি খাওয়া হয় নেম অ্যান এরিয়া where rice is under shifting cultivation. Rice is grown under shifting rice is under shifting cultivation in northeast India. ওই যে shifting cultivation ঝুমিং হয় স্ল্যাশ অ্যান্ড বার্ন মেথড করে ওইখানে রাইস ও নর্থ ইস্ট ইন্ডিয়ায় খুব ফেমাস মানে রাইস ইজ গ্রোন আন্ডার শিফটিং কাল্টিভেশন ইন নর্থ ইস্ট ইন্ডিয়া স্টেট দ্য রিজনস ফর লো yield of rice in India. Reasons for low yield of rice in India are poor farmers cannot afford high yielding variety of rice. Pests and diseases decrease the yield of rice. Proper pests and disease management is not done by farmers. Most of the parts of India depend on monsoon rains, which are highly reliable and erratic, leading to loss of crop due to drought or flood. Advanced cultivation methods are not being used by most of the farmers. What are the climatic conditions suitable for growing wheat? Climatic conditions suitable for growing wheat are wheat is a temperate crop which requires cool climate with moderate rainfall, needs average temperature 10 to 15 degrees centigrade, showing high Higher temperature between 20 to 25 degrees centigrade is required at the time of ripening. Wheat needs 50 to 100 centimeter rainfall. Is wheat a rabi or kharif crop? Wheat is a rabi crop. Name the leading producer of wheat in India. Uttar Pradesh is the leading producer of wheat in India. Tale wheat leading producer Uttar Pradesh. Cotton leading producer Gujarat. বোধহয় হুইট আবারও এটাও মজার হুইট আমি হলে চোখ বন্ধ করে লিখে দিতাম পাঞ্জাব লিডিং প্রডিউসার বলছে ইউপি আমি হলে কটন চোখ বন্ধ করে লিখে দিতাম মহারাষ্ট্র অথচ লিডিং প্রডিউসার বলছে গুজরাট আচ্ছা মিল জোয়ার লিডিং প্রডিউসার আমি হলে লিখে দিতাম পাঞ্জাব লিডিং প্রডিউসার জোয়ার হচ্ছে মহারাষ্ট্র মিলেট কি দেখা গেল give to our Uttar Pradesh leading producer of wheat give to natural and two man-made factors that help in the cultivation of wheat. Wheat is a temperate crop. Wheat is a rabi crop. Winter temperature of North India provides most favorable conditions for wheat cultivation. The fertile, friable, loamy alluvial soils of clay composition of the flat and well-drained Indo-Gangetic plains is best suited for wheat cultivation. Two man-made factors that help in the cultivation of wheat are supply of high-yielding variety seeds with proper use of chemical fertilizers. Supply of high-yielding variety of seeds with proper use of chemical fertilizers. Excellent irrigation system provided by a close network of canals. Excellent irrigation system provided by a close network of canals. Give a few important aspects of green revolution. Important aspects of green revolution are introduction of new varieties in India, a production of high yield varieties of wheat and rice in India, use of artificial fibers, ইউজ অফ পেস্টিসাইডস অ্যান্ড হার্বিসাইডস এগুলো সবই হচ্ছে গ্রিন রেভলিউশন নিউ ভ্যারাইটি হাই ইল্ড ভ্যারাইটি সিডস তারপর এইচওয়াইভি সিডস আর কি আর্টিফিশিয়াল ফার্টিলাইজার্স আর্টিফিশিয়াল ইরিগেশন increase the yield use of pesticides and herbicides lead to increased yield by stopping wastage of crop and soil nutrition. In which season is wheat shown? Why wheat is shown in rabi season? Because it is a temperate crop which needs not more than 10 degrees centigrade to 15 degrees centigrade temperature at the time of sowing. Is maize a rabi or kharif crop? Name three leading producers of maize. Maize is primarily a kharif crop, but some states like Tamil Nadu, it is grown as rabi crop. Three leading producers of maize are Karnataka, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh. Millet leading producer Rajasthan. Maize is primarily a kharif crop, but in some states like Tamil Nadu, maize is grown as rabi crop. Maize হচ্ছে খারিফ ক্রপ কিন্তু তামিলনাড়ুতে মেইজ রবি ক্রপ হিসেবে ব্যবহৃত হয় ইট ইজ গ্রোন অ্যাজ রবি ক্রপ থ্রি লিডিং প্রডিউসার্স মানে তামিলনাড়ুতে রবি রবি আর বাকি জায়গায় মেইজটা হচ্ছে খারিফ তা রবি কি একটা ছেলের নাম তাহলে রবি তামিলনাড়ুর মেইজ রবি তামিলনাড়ু মেইজ রবি তামিলনাড়ু আর মেইজ বাকি যে ইন্ডিয়া হচ্ছে খারিফ ক্রপ এসে মেইজ ইজ প্রাইমারিলি খারিফ ক্রপ but in some states like Tamil Nadu it is grown as rabi crop. Three leading producers of wheat are Karnataka, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh. Why are millets called dry crops? Millets are dry, drought and heat resistant plants and therefore mostly cultivated in drier parts of monsoon land, hence they are called dry crops. Why are millets so widely grown? Millets are widely grown because they are hard, drought, and heat resistant plants and can easily be grown in areas of less rainfall. They can be grown in plains and on uplands up to 1200 meter in height. Millets do not have any special requirement as far as soil is concerned. Give to new uses of maize. Uses of maize are used in production of biofuel. Maize is used in confectionery as corn flour and cereal as cornflakes. What are the common features of all millets? All millets are kharif crops grown in warm weather. They are hardy, drought, and heat resistant and can be grown in areas with less rainfall. They can grow in any kind of soil. Name the most common rotation crop. In what way does it help the soil? Pulses are the most common important rotation crop because they are leguminous plants with root noodles Nodules. Pulses are most important rotation crop because they are leguminous plants with root nodules which can fix and utilize atmospheric nitrogen in the soil. It makes the soil rich in nitrogen, provides enough nitrogen to the next crop shown. Next, metallic minerals are found in indigenous rocks. Magnetite type of iron ore contains 72% pure iron. Iron ore is mainly used for কি কি কারণে আয়রন ওর লাগে? শিপ বিল্ডিং, বোটস, নেইল, বোল্ট, নাট বল্টু হয় না, সেই বোল্ট, নেইল, স্ক্রু, road and railways, all the above. This state has the largest reserves of magnetite and hematite. Karnataka, this is an important mineral for making iron and steel. Important mineral for making iron and steel ki? Manganese. Manganese is used in the manufacture of ferromanganese. This mineral is highly ductile. Copper. This mineral is highly ductile. Copper. It is used for making আচ্ছা, এটা ব্যবহার হয় হ্যান্ডিক্রাফটস আর শিপস বানাতে। কে? বক্সাইট। যে হাইলি ডাকটাইল কোন মেটাল? কপার। ম্যাঙ্গানিজ ইজ ইউজড ইন দ্য ম্যানুফ্যাকচার অফ ফেরোম্যাঙ্গানিজ। কে এয়ারক্রাফট, শিপ আর ইউটেন্সিল বানাতে লাগে? বক্সাইট। তাহলে কপার, ডাকটাইল মানে ক্যান বি ড্রন ইন টু ওয়ার্ডস, আর বক্সাইট দিয়ে এয়ারক্রাফট, শিপ আর ইউটেন্সিল বানানো হয়। Largest producer of copper is Balaghat district in Madhya Pradesh. Largest producer of copper, Balaghat district in Madhya Pradesh. Leading producer of manganese হচ্ছে Sundargarh in Orissa. Leading producer of manganese, Sundargarh in Orissa. Name the prominent minerals of India. Prominent minerals of India are iron ore, manganese, nickel, copper, mica, limestone, gypsum. Name the state that leads in production of iron ore in India. Orissa is the state that leads in production of iron ore in India. Name two places in India where bauxite is found. Two places in India where bauxite is found are Sundargarh in Orissa and Palamau in Jharkhand. Bauxite is found in Sundargarh in Orissa and Palamau in Jharkhand. Two uses of bauxite. Bauxite is used as a raw material for making aluminium. Aluminium is used for making aircraft, ship, and utensils. Bauxite is also used in cement, chemicals, soda cans, and dishwashers. Bauxite is used in cement, chemicals, soda can, and dishwashers. Why is it necessary to conserve mineral resources? It is necessary to conserve mineral resources because they are present on earth in limited quantity and non-renewable. Their consumption rate is high. Therefore, we need to conserve them by stopping their wastage. Name three states where iron ore is found in India. Karnataka, Orissa, and Chhattisgarh are the three states where iron ore is found in India. Karnataka, Odisha, and Chhattisgarh are three states where iron ore is found in India. State the uses of manganese. The uses of manganese are most important mineral. Manganese is the most important mineral for making iron and steel. The uses of manganese are the most important mineral for making iron and steel. Uses of manganese হচ্ছে সবচেয়ে important mineral for making iron and steel. আর manganese is used for the manufacture of bleaching powder, insecticides, dry batteries, or china clay. Manganese makes steel strong, removes impurities, and makes it immune to rusting. Manganese is used to create an alloy with aluminium to produce a metal that manganese হচ্ছে কি used to create an alloy with aluminum to produce a metal that is resistant to corrosion. Manganese is used in the manufacture of ferromanganese, silicomanganese, chrome manganese in paints, pigments and ceramics. Manganese ব্যবহার হয় paints, pigments আর ceramics এ। Why is manganese important for making iron and steel? Manganese decreases the brittleness of steel and imparts strength. Manganese makes steel strong. Manganese removes impurities and makes it immune to rusting. Makes steel strong. Manganese removes impurities and makes steel immune to rusting. মানে ম্যাঙ্গানিজ থাকার জন্য রাস্টিং আটকায় আর ম্যাঙ্গানিজ স্টিলকে স্ট্রং বানায় ম্যাঙ্গানিজ বিটলনেস কমায় স্টিলের মেইন ইউজেস অফ কপার কপার ইজ ইউজড ইন ইলেকট্রিক্যাল মেশিনারি অটোমোবাইল ইন্ডাস্ট্রি স্টেইনলেস স্টিল অ্যান্ড টেলিফোনস copper is used in railway equipment industry and other engineering works copper is used in making alloys copper such as brass and bronze copper is used for making arms ammunitions and utensils. Name the states where copper is found. The states where copper is found are Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, and Jharkhand. Why is copper important for electrical machinery? Copper is important for electrical machinery because of its high ductility and high thermal and electrical conductivity. Copper is used to make electrical wires, motors, and generators. Conventional energy sources consist of petroleum. Conventional energy sources consist of petroleum. This is the best quality of coal with 80% carbon. হ্যাঁ, best quality of coal with 80% carbon anthracite. Best quality coal with 80% carbon anthracite. Petroleum is a natural fossil fuel. Petroleum একটা natural fossil fuel. Hydel power is a renewable resource. Multi-purpose projects were installed by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru to supply water to cities and for power generation. Multi-purpose projects were installed by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru to supply water to cities for power generation. Hirakud Dam was constructed mainly to control floods. The main raw materials for generation of atomic energy. Atomic energy main raw materials ki uranium, plutonium, coal, non-ore, manganese and copper and bauxite. Atomic এনার্জির জন্য ইউরেনিয়াম প্লুটোনিয়াম কোল নন ওর ম্যাঙ্গানিজ অ্যান্ড কপার অ্যান্ড বক্সাইট কোনটা ঠিক ইউরেনিয়াম আর প্লুটোনিয়াম বাকিগুলো সব ভুল ইউরেনিয়াম আর প্লুটোনিয়ামই হচ্ছে র মেটেরিয়ালস ফর জেনারেশন অফ অ্যাটমিক এনার্জি সোলার এনার্জি ইজ ইনএক্সহস্টিবল সোর্স অফ এনার্জি আইডেন্টিফাই দ্য টাইপ অফ এনার্জি গিভেন ইন দ্য পিকচার একটা ছবি দিয়েছে রোদের ছবি আর ওই সোলার প্যানেলগুলো রাখা আছে এটা সোলার এনার্জি লার্জেস্ট কোল ফিল্ড ইন ইন্ডিয়া ঝরিয়া largest coal field in India, Jhuria. Answer the following questions. How is energy obtained? Energy is obtained from conventional sources like coal, petroleum, natural gas, hydropower, thermal power, nuclear plant, non-conventional sources like solar, wind, biogas, tidal, geothermal, etc. How can we classify energy? Conventional sources of energy: coal, petroleum, natural gas, hydropower, thermal power, nuclear power. Non-conventional energy: solar, wind, biogas, tidal, geothermal. Where is coal got from? Coal is a fossil fuel that is extracted from the ground using mining techniques. The common methods of coal extraction are surface mining and underground mining. Surface mining is used to obtain coal from deposits closer to earth's surface. Underground mining is used to extract coal that is deep beneath the earth's surface. How is coal often referred to as black gold? Coal is valuable and abundant natural resource that has played an important role in the economic development of many countries. It has been used to power everything from steam engines to electricity generating power plants to iron and steel manufacturing plants. To highlight the valuable nature of coal, its impact on society and industry, it is referred to as black gold. Write in brief about origin of coal. Coal is formed from remains of ancient plants and animals that died millions of years ago and were buried under layers of sediment. এত dead plants and animals মরে গেছিল দিয়ে buried হয়ে গেছিল under layers of sediment. Over time, heat and pressure from sediment caused the remains to change into different types of coal like anthracite, bituminous, lignite, peat, anthracite, bituminous lignite, uh, Anthracite, bituminous, lignite, peat. Give the different varieties of coal. What do you think the best variety? The best varieties of coal are anthracite, bituminous, lignite, peat. Best variety of coal is anthracite because it contains the anthracite সব থেকে বেস্ট ভ্যারাইটি contains 80% carbon and thus provide more energy on burning. Name the main coal bearing states of India. Coal bearing states of India: Jharkhand, Orissa, West Bengal, Madhya Pradesh. List the state wise distribution of coal. Jharkhand largest reserve of coal. তাহলে ঝুরিয়ায় সবচেয়ে বেশি কি কোল যদি লার্জেস্ট রিজার্ভ অফ Jharkhand is the largest reserve of coal in India. The male conflicts are Jharkhand Jhuria. Acha acha. ঝাড়খণ্ড ইজ দ্য লার্জেস্ট রিজার্ভ অফ কোল দিয়ে ঝাড়খণ্ডেই হচ্ছে ঝুরিয়া বোকারো গিরিডি হাজারিবাগ এইগুলো ঝুরিয়া বোকারো গিরিডি হাজারিবাগ আর ঝাড়খণ্ড যে ঝাড়খণ্ড রাজদ্বীপের ওই জায়গা ঝাড়খণ্ডই লার্জেস্ট রিজার্ভ অফ কোল ছত্তিশগড় দ্য মেন কোলফিল্ড ইজ কোরবা ছত্তিশগড়ের মেন কোলফিল্ড কোরবা কোলফিল্ড কোরবা কোবরা সাপ হয় ছত্তিশগড়ের কোরবা ওড়িশা দ্য মেন কোলফিল্ড আর তালছেড় অ্যান্ড সাম্বালপুর ওড়িশার কোলফিল্ডগুলোর নাম তালছেড় আর সাম্বালপুর মধ্যপ্রদেশ হচ্ছে সোলাপুর আর সিংগ্রাউলি আর সোলাপুর মেইন কোলফিল্ডস ইন মধ্যপ্রদেশ ওয়েস্ট বেঙ্গল 18% অফ ইন্ডিয়াস কোল রিজার্ভ রানীগঞ্জ ইজ দ্য মেইন কোলফিল্ড মহারাষ্ট্র হচ্ছে ওয়ার্ধা ভ্যালি ও বাবা ওয়ার্ধা ভ্যালি হচ্ছে মহারাষ্ট্র মাহাপাড়ি কাম্পটি আচ্ছা চান্দ্রাপুর তেলেঙ্গানায় হচ্ছে সিংরেনি SINGRENI সিংরেনি তামিলনাড়ু হচ্ছে নেইভেলি তামিলনাড়ু এগুলো হচ্ছে সব কোলের জায়গা তেলেঙ্গানা সিংরেনি তামিলনাড়ু নেইভেলি মহারাষ্ট্র ওয়ার্ধা ভ্যালি মাহাপাড়ি আর চান্দ্রাপুর ওয়েস্ট বেঙ্গলে 80% অফ কোল রিজার্ভ রানীগঞ্জ ইজ দ্য মেইন কোল ফিল্ড মধ্যপ্রদেশে সিংরাউলি সোলাপুর মেইন কোল ফিল্ড আদার্স আর পেঞ্চ ভ্যালি অ্যান্ড শাহদোল ওড়িশায় মেইন কোল ফিল্ডস আর তালচের অ্যান্ড সম্বলপুর ছত্তিশগড়ে কোরবা ঝাড়খণ্ডে লার্জেস্ট রিজার্ভস অফ কোল পাওয়া যায় হচ্ছে ঝরিয়া বোকারো গিরিডি হাজারিবাগ কারানপুরায় which state marks the first in Gondwana coal? Jharkhand ranks first in Gondwana coal. Name the three important states which form the tertiary coal distribution. Kashmir, Assam, Arunachal Pradesh. Three major problems of coal mining industry. Problems of coal mining industry are destruction of forest, need of extensive transportation, impact on miners' health. Destruction of forest করে দেয় digging of coal. Need of expensive transportation requires huge infrastructure কোলের জন্য প্রচুর ইনফ্রাস্ট্রাকচার দরকার ট্রান্সপোর্টেশনে বিল্ডিং ট্রান্সপোর্টেশন facilities destroys the landscape and increases pollution. Digging of coal destroy forest areas that serve as wildlife habitat. It affects the ecosystem and biodiversity. আর ইম্প্যাক্ট অন মাইনার্স হেলথ মানে এটা সাংঘাতিক বড় ইম্পর্টেন্ট জিনিস যে কোল মাইনে যারা কাজ করে কয়লার খাদানে তাদের জীবন একেবারে ইয়ে যে প্রচুর মানুষ মারাও যায় আন্ডারগ্রাউন্ড মাইনিং ইজ প্রোন টু cavings and explosions. The health of people living close to mines is at risk. Constant exposure to harmful gases can lead to respiratory diseases like lung cancer, black lung due to coal dust and congestive heart failure. State two ways by which one can conserve coal. Was two ways of conserving coal. We should find alternative renewable sources of to coal, saving energy by turning off appliances when not in use. Next, where is petroleum obtained from? Petroleum is obtained from sedimentary rocks of the earth. Petroleum is taken out from onshore fields and offshore oil fields. Name the two most important areas of petroleum oil. The two most important areas of petroleum are offshore sea at Mumbai High, Bassein and Alibet. offshore sea at Mumbai High Basin and Alibet. Offshore sea at Mumbai High, offshore sea at Mumbai High Basin and Aliabet. আলিয়া ভাটের বদলে আলিয়া বেট অফশোর সি মানে মোস্ট ইম্পর্টেন্ট এরিয়াস অফ পেট্রোলিয়াম। আর কোথায় কোথায় ডিগবয়, নাহার কাটিয়া, রুদ্রসাগর, নুনমাটি ইন আসাম। ডিগবয়, নাহার কাটিয়া, রুদ্রসাগর আর নুনমাটি ইন আসাম, এগুলো হচ্ছে পেট্রোলিয়ামের মেন জায়গা। নেম আ ফিউ ইম্পর্টেন্ট অয়েল ফিল্ডস অফ নর্থ ইস্ট ইন্ডিয়া। ডিগবয়, মোরান, রুদ্রসাগর, এগুলো হচ্ছে নর্থ ইস্টের, মানে নর্থ ইস্ট তো এসাম, সেই জন্য এগুলো হচ্ছে important oil fields of northeast India. Name a few oil fields of West India. And few important oil fields of West India are Ankleshwar, Kalol, Mehsana, Dholaka. Important oil fields of West India are Ankleshwar, Kalol, Mehsana, Dholaka. Why is Mumbai High considered to be major oil bearing site in India? Mumbai High is considered to be major oil bearing site in India because it produces more than one third crude oil output of India. How many oil refineries do we have in India? 23 operational oil refineries in India. Name a few problems of natural gas. Natural gas হচ্ছে greenhouse emission তৈরি করে like fossil fuels. It cannot be used at a large scale. Natural gas কখনো large scale ব্যবহার করা যাবে না. Highly volatile and can be dangerous if handled and transported carelessly. It is colorless, odorless, tasteless, which makes its leak detection difficult. যেহেতু colorless, odorless, tasteless, তাই লিক করলে কিন্তু এই ন্যাচারাল গ্যাস বোঝা যায় না। আর হাইলি ভোলাটাইল কিন্তু। Lack of required compression and transport facilities leads to flaring of gas. It may occur due to lack of technical help of operational safety. Name the different types of electricity. Hydroelectricity, thermal electricity, nuclear electricity. What are the main causes for low production of hydel powers? Main causes of low production of hydel powers are most of the river regimes in India are extremely erratic and highly seasonal. Hence, these rivers cannot provide hydel power generation consistently. Many rivers do not have natural waterfalls and huge capital has to be invested for constructing dams. The sites suitable for generating hydroelectricity are located away from consuming centers. As a result, a lot of energy is wasted in transmission. Enumerate the factors needed for installing a hydroelectric project. Factors needed for installing hydroelectric project are mountainous area where water falls from a height. The potential energy of falling water helps the turbine to move. Permanent supply of water can be ensured by perennial rivers. Hence, snow-fed rivers of Himalayas are of great use for the generation of hydropower. Climate should be suitable. Rivers should not freeze during winter. মানে যদি freeze করে যায় তাহলে hydroelectric power কি করে হবে? Mountainous area where water falls from a height, the potential energy of falling water helps the turbine to move. পার্মানেন্ট মানে কোথায় কোথায় হাইড্রোইলেকট্রিক পাওয়ার হয়? মাউন্টেনিয়াস এরিয়ায় ভালো ভালো হয়, কারণ টারবাইন টু মুভ হেল্প করতে মানে হেল্পস দ্য টারবাইন টু মুভ হাইট থেকে পড়ে বলে জল। Permanent supply of water can be ensured by perennial rivers. Hence, snow-fed rivers of Himalayas are of great use for the generation of hydropower. Climate should be suitable, that is, rivers should not freeze during winter. Water of rivers should be silt-free or water should be stored in artificial reservoirs before releasing in Hydel Channel. A gorge between the two hills is the most suitable site for building dams. Flow of water should be uniform in river. Any fluctuation would affect the generation of electricity. There should be enough scope for electricity supply. That is an industrial zone so that the loss of electricity is minimum in transmission. How important is the hydel project of India? Hydel projects are important for India because energy demand of India is huge and developing country like India need to promote clean renewable energy source like hydel power. India has many rivers and geographical features that support the development of hydel power. Western Ghats receive heavy rainfall and has deep waterfalls which can be developed to produce hydroelectricity. How do hydel projects score over thermal projects? Hydel projects score over thermal projects in following ways. Hydel power is inexhaustible, exhaustible and renewable source of power, whereas coal, the major factor is thermal power, is exhaustible and non-renewable. It is cheaper to build the dams than building thermal power station. Hydel power projects do not cause any pollution, whereas thermal power plants find it difficult to get rid of wastage. It is easy to transport it for long distances, but thermal power projects are restricted to areas of coal production. Disadvantages of hydroelectric power. Disadvantages of hydroelectric power location is very important for the construction of hydroelectric power projects. Regions must be mountainous or hilly so that water falls from a height. The supply of water may fluctuate, thus affecting the generation of electricity. Almost all the power projects face the problem of silting. Which was the first state to set up hydroelectric project? West Bengal is the first state to set up hydroelectric project. What is the disadvantage of thermal electricity? West Bengal first state to set up hydroelectric project. হতচ্ছাড়া state কি জানি বাবা। Disadvantage of thermal electricity. Disadvantage of thermal electricity or thermal power is exhaustible and non-renewable. Building thermal power station is expensive. Thermal power production causes thermal electricity production causes pollution. Thermal power stations are restricted to areas of coal production. যেখানে কোল সেখানে থার্মাল পাওয়ার স্টেশন, প্রচন্ড পলিউশন, প্রচন্ড এক্সপেন্সিভ, নন রিনিউয়েবল, এক্সস্টেবল, কোল প্রোডাকশনের কাছে থাকতে হয়। থ্রি কোল বেসড প্রজেক্টস Three coal-based projects are Rihad in Uttar Pradesh, Vindhyachal in Madhya Pradesh, Talched, Kaniha in Odisha. What are the raw materials required for nuclear energy? The raw materials required for nuclear energy are uranium, plutonium, beryllium, thorium. Uranium, plutonium, beryllium, thorium. Where is uranium found in India? Uranium is found in the copper belt of Bihar and rocks of Aravalli range in Rajasthan. Name the nuclear power stations of India. तारापुर महाराष्ट्र, नाडोरा उत्तर प्रदेश, काकड़ापाड़ा गुजरात, राणा प्रताप सागर राजस्थान। तारापुर महाराष्ट्र, नाडोरा उत्तर प्रदेश, काकड़ापाड़ा আমি তো জানতাম কাঁচড়াপাড়া ইন গুজরাট। হ্যাঁ, কাঁচরাপাড়া নিউক্লিয়ার পাওয়ার স্টেশনস অফ ইন্ডিয়া, তারাপুর মহারাষ্ট্র, নারোরা ইন উত্তর প্রদেশ, কাঁচরাপাড়া ইন গুজরাট, রানা প্রতাপ সাগর ইন রাজস্থান। নেম আর নন কনভেনশনাল সোর্স অফ এনার্জি। সোর্স অফ নন কনভেনশনাল সোর্স অফ এনার্জি আর সান, উইন্ড, বায়োগ্যাস, টাইডস, জিওথার্মাল এনার্জি। Next, how do non-conventional sources of energy score over conventional sources of energy? These sources of energy are available freely and in abundance. In fact, they are renewable, so there is no fear of getting them exhausted or depleted. They are environment friendly and do not produce any waste or cause pollution. They can be trapped at large scale at কাঁকড়াপাড়া কাঁকড়া বাবারে কাঁকড়াপাড়া কোন জায়গায় পেলাম এত ইন্টারেস্টিং জায়গাটা? কাঁকড়াপাড়া গুজরাট। How do non-conventional sources of energy score over conventional sources of energy? These sources of energy are available freely and in abundance. In fact, they are renewable, so there is no fear of getting them exhausted or depleted. They are environment friendly and do not produce any waste or cause pollution. They can be trapped at large scale at one place and in small amount at number of places at the same time, including remote and inaccessible areas like hilly terrains, deep forest, and desert. When situated close to load centers, they can result in reduction of overall cost of electricity generation, making it cost effective. Explain the need to develop the alternative sources of energy. The conventional energy sources are limited in nature and will exhaust completely if we continue to use them. The sources of energy also cause pollution and global warming. Therefore, we need to develop the alternative source of energy which may be clean to use and renewable. These alternative sources should be environment friendly. State two advantages that biogas have over solar energy. Two advantages biogas have over solar energy are it can be produced day and night while the solar energy is available only in day. The production is storage of biogas is cheaper than solar energy. The production and storage of biogas is cheaper than solar energy. Biogas production and storage অনেক সোজা and it can be produced day and night while solar energy is available only in day. বায়োগ্যাস দিন রাত সবসময় প্রডিউস করা যায়, সোলার এনার্জি শুধুই ডেতে পাওয়া যায়। সোলার এনার্জি সব জায়গায় হবেও না যেখানে সান রে কম, which is the most abundant non-conventional source of energy. Sun is the most abundant non-conventional source of energy on earth. Sun is the most abundant non-conventional source of energy on earth. Two states where wind farm projects have been undertaken, তামিলনাড়ু গুজরাট, এই দুটো জায়গায় উইন্ড ফার্ম, তামিলনাড়ুতে এটা আমরা খুবই দেখেছি, ওই উইন্ড মিল খুব দেখেছি। Name two states where wind farm projects have been undertaken. Tamil Nadu and Gujarat are two states where wind farm are being undertaken. What are the advantages of producing electricity from water? Advantages of producing electricity from water are hydel power. A is inexhaustible, inexhaustible and renewable source of power. Hydel power projects do not cause any pollution. Two ways school can encourage long term adoption of 3 Rs. There should be eco clubs and awareness campaigns initiated by the school. There should be separate bins for plastic, paper, and organic wastes. Encourage paper reuse drives like making rough notebooks from unused sheets. Use organic wastes to make compost for school gardens. Next, agricultural runoffs contain nitrates and phosphates and enrich the water, causing algal bloom. Agricultural runoffs contain nitrates and phosphates and enrich the water, causing algal bloom, leading to eutrophication. When the algae dies and settles at the bottom, the bacteria decomposes it and uses up all the oxygen in the water. This results in biological the oxygen demand, and this results in death of aquatic organisms. Biomagnification key. Biomagnification is the process by which toxins such as pesticides get concentrated in the tissues of organisms at higher levels in food chain. Biomagnification is the process by which toxins such as pesticides get concentrated in the tissues of organisms at higher levels in the food chain. Next, how toxic substances like mercury enter and accumulate in aquatic food chains. প্রথমে toxic effluents from industries are released into the water and soil. তারপর কি হয়? These toxins are deposited in the tissues of terrestrial plants and animals. These organisms are consumed by other organisms, increasing the concentration at each trophic level. First, these toxins affect phytoplanktons. Small fish eat the affected phytoplanktons. Small fish eat the affected phytoplanktons. Finally, human beings consume these toxic fishes and accumulate the highest concentration of toxins. এবার highest effects of eutrophication, Minamata disease caused by harmful effects of eutrophication. Harmful effect of eutrophication ki Minamata disease caused by mercury poisoning, algal bloom, death of algae and depletion of oxygen, thereby causing death to aquatic animals. Steps taken by the village to ensure zero waste status. একটা ভিলেজ ঠিক করেছে জিরো ওয়েস্ট স্টেটাস করবে কিভাবে? দ্য ভিলেজ রিসাইকেল গ্লাস, পেপার, প্লাস্টিক, মেটালস. The village has started using old tin cans, broken pipes by using their renovative skills. For example, they have started using old cans as pen holders and used pipes for drip irrigation or stands or as curtain rods. They have been making new notebooks from the papers of the old notebooks. They have banned the single use plastic bottles. Benefits of this model: saving money by reusing items, reducing wastes by reusing innovative methods, banning all single used items ensures that the quality of waste get reduced, quantity of waste get reduced, thereby decreasing pollution. Two ways in which the two ways which call used in urban areas. There should be proper composting and recycling units are strict. mm, Two ways used in urban areas. There should be proper composting and recycling units. Strict rules on segregation and plastic ban should be in urban areas. How plastic waste affects soil and water quality. Plastic blocks soil pores and reduces fertility of the soil. Microplastics pollute water bodies and cause harm to the aquatic life. Chemicals leach into underground water. By chemicals leach into groundwater. রিডিউস প্লাস্টিক এট কনজিউমার লেভেল কিভাবে ইউজিং কিভাবে কমাতে হবে প্লাস্টিক কনজিউমার লেভেল ইউজিং জুট ব্যাগস ইনস্টিড অফ প্লাস্টিক ব্যাগস ইউজ স্টিল or paper water bottles so steel or copper water bottles instead of plastic bottles avoid using plastic plates plastic cutlery এবার গভর্নমেন্ট কি কি ইনিশিয়েটিভ নেবে গভর্নমেন্ট ব্যান অন সিঙ্গল ইউজ প্লাস্টিক্স Central Pollution Control Board and State Pollution Control Board have taken initiative for the control of air and water pollution. এবার biomedical waste কি biomedical wastes are those that are generated in hospitals and pathological clinics. They include syringe, cloth soiled with blood, and other body fluids and body organs. These wastes have the potential to spread pathogens and transmit diseases. Examples waste from hospitals, lab, and diagnostic centers, used syringes, bandages, expired medicines. Risk of improper biomedical waste disposal can cause injuries from sharp objects like syringes, can spread infection and cause deadly diseases, can cause chemical contamination of soil. Rules of hospital staff, roles of hospital staffদের কি করা উচিত proper segregation into color coded bins, ensure safe collection, storage and disposal through authorized agencies. Difference between composting and vermicomposting. Composting process of decomposition of organic biodegradable wastes that are the main constituents of municipal garbage. Composting reduces the volume of wastes and is an eco-friendly waste reduces the volume of waste as in the eco-friendly process. Composting can be both aerobic or and anaerobic. Composting key type of aerobic composting that involves decomposition of organic wastes using species like red wigglers, white worms, and other earthworms. The worms convert organic wastes into humus like material known as vermin compost. Three benefits of using compost in gardening helps in retaining soil moisture. Composting here plays an effective role in replenishment of soil naturally, provides natural nutrients, reduces the use of chemical fertilizers. Students can participate by collect collecting food waste for composting কিভাবে স্টুডেন্টস পার্টিসিপেট করতে পারবে কালেক্ট ফুড ওয়েস্ট ফর কম্পোস্টিং হেল্প মেনটেন কম্পোস্ট পিটস অ্যান্ড মনিটর প্রসেসেস Industrial effluents key. Industrial effluents are discharged from chemical factories, tanneries, textiles, dyes, electroplating and plastic industries, warm water discharged from nuclear reactors, oil refineries and power plants are the byproducts of the industries. The various wastes are toxic heavy metals like arsenic, mercury, lead, cadmium and zinc. These metals are harmful for CNS মানে central nervous system and can damage vital organs of the human body. Toxic chemicals reduce oxygen level in water, bioaccumulation in fish harms food chain, causes death of aquatic organisms. Next, environmental problems caused by landfills. Landfills give out bad odor and affects the people working or living nearby. It also involves contamination of surrounding water, supplies aquifers and soil by leachate. The toxic leachate leaks through the bottom and sides of the landfill and contaminates water. Landfills release an explosive CH4 methane gas. The gas is a byproduct of chemical processes that occur when bacteria decompose waste. This gas can leak into the surrounding soil, damaging plants. Alternatives to landfilling: incineration, composting, vermicomposting. Ways to reduce waste reaching landfills: proper segregation at source, using 3 R's: reduce, reuse, recycle. এবার তিনটে আর কি? রিডিউস, minimize the use of disposable items. Reuse মানে use containers, bottles and cloths multiple times. Recycle মানে send paper, plastic, glass, metals for recycling. Students can launch several awareness programs and educate people on waste management. Students can reuse old cans and pen stands. They can use jute bags instead of plastic bags. The importance of segregating waste are: prevents mixing of harmful non-biodegradable waste with biodegradable ones, helps in recycling and composting wastes. Biodegradable wastes are those that originate. What are biodegradable wastes? Or biodegradable wastes are those that originate from organic matter. This organic matters decompose easily by microorganisms like bacteria and fungi. These organic matters get absorbed by the soil and does not cause pollution. Non-biodegradable wastes are those that cannot be decomposed or broken down by microorganisms. Plastic, metals, and glass are the non-biodegradable wastes that remain in ecosystem for thousands of years and cause immense pollution. Two challenges of implementing segregation in urban areas. In urban areas, local authorities like municipal corporation have to provide services pertaining to waste segregation, and in urban areas, population density is much higher as compared to rural areas. In urban areas, many kinds of wastes are found like medical wastes, radioactive wastes, e-wastes, which are either unavailable or less in rural areas. Next, two benefits of composting biodegradable waste are: composting reduces the volume of waste, and the end product is used as manure for enhancing the fertility of the soil. Methane emission from landfills and lowers carbon footprint. Composting is eco-friendly method of recycling organic wastes. Ways how school support segregation. School must have color coded bins for segregation. School must conduct awareness campaigns and workshops. Encourage eco clubs to monitor waste segregation. এবার e-waste. Discarded electronic devices are called e-wastes. Why hazardous? E-wastes contain toxic chemicals like lead, mercury, cadmium. E-wastes are non-biodegradable waste. Two সেফ ওয়েস্ট ডিসপোজাল মেথডস, এটা লেখা নেই। ই ওয়েস্ট শুড বি কি অ্যাট সোর্স এরকম কি লিখে দেয়, শুড বি ডিসপোজড অ্যাট সোর্স এরকম লিখে দেয়। টু সেফ ই ওয়েস্ট ডিসপোজাল মেথডস. Two ways consumers can reduce e-waste generation: repair and reuse gadgets instead of frequent upgrades, donate or resell functional old devices. এবার e-waste কি? কিবোর্ড ক্যান বি, ও এখানে সেই ছবি দিয়েছিল কিবোর্ড। ইনঅর্গানিক বা নন বায়োডিগ্রেডেবল ওয়েস্ট কি? প্লাস্টিক বটলস আর গ্লাস। অর্গানিক বা বায়োডিগ্রেডেবল গুলো কি? ফ্রুট পিলস অ্যান্ড লেফট ওভার ফুডস। Next, impact of improper disposal of e-waste. E-waste can have choking hazards on animals. E-wastes are non-biodegradable and they emit harmful toxic chemicals, so they contaminate soil, water, and air. Two corrective actions to be taken by local authority. Local authority should segregate e-waste from the biodegradable and non-biodegradable ones. They should select a separate region for dumping e-waste. They should run awareness drives on segregation. Health risks posed by e-waste. Due to the presence of mercury and lead, neurological disorders can occur with the overexposure to these wastes. Respiratory disorders and বাজে অসুখটা can also be caused by e-waste.